Good evening there, everybody. What is happening? Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful day today. So, I thought that I would give my little prediction on this fight. I believe this fight is happening somewhere within the next few weeks. Obviously, not this week and not the next week, but I think it's the week that happens after Christmas. Anyway, so this is going to be the Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell prediction for me. This is a decently big fight. This is a 50-50 fight. And it is going to be Ryan Garcia's biggest step up in his career. Now, in my opinion, Luke Campbell is not an A class fighter, but he is a decent enough fighter to really show how good you actually are. He's given some great boxers some at least tough moments. He gave Jorge Linares a very tough fight, and he gave Lomachenko some tough rounds in the fight. So, who do I think is going to win this fight and why? Well, to just come straight out with it, and I'm not overly confident in this prediction. This is another one of those 50-50 matchups. I'm actually going to go with Luke Campbell in this fight. I believe Ryan Garcia is more physically talented than Luke Campbell. I believe that he's faster than Luke Campbell, stronger than Luke Campbell. But I'm not overly impressed with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, to me, when I take a look at the 135-pound division, this kid has been hyped up a lot by Oscar De La Hoya. He's good looking kid. When it comes down to the overall, that's a part of the reason why he's decently popular. Fast, strong when he is boxing on the mitts or boxing with boxing equipment. He looks really talented and skilled. They're trying to build him up almost like the next Oscar De La Hoya, this young, handsome American, Mexican American type of fighter. But not everyone can be an Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya, in my opinion, was the real deal. Oscar was a world class fighter, and when I take a look at Ryan Garcia, I just don't see Ryan Garcia being that guy. Now, not everyone has to be an Oscar De La Hoya. That's not my point, but Ryan Garcia, when I take a look at the 135-pound division, I'm not even quite sure if he's the third best fighter there, to be quite honest with you. Because when I take a look at the talent pool there, number one right now would have to be Teofimo Lopez. The number two, probably Vasyl Lomachenko. And then you have the others like Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis also is up there now, I believe. I don't think Ryan Garcia is above any of those fighters. I don't think he would win against any of those fighters. Then a certain amount of people might disagree. And to be honest, I'm not sure if he's going to beat Luke Campbell. I believe Ryan Garcia, once again, is more physically talented than Luke Campbell. But Luke Campbell, I believe, overall is going to have better skills in this fight. Luke Campbell can box. Now, the thing is about Luke Campbell is that he is a little bit of a slow starter. So if he does not get Ryan Garcia early, pressure him a little bit, make him uncomfortable, he could make Ryan Garcia comfortable, and Ryan Garcia could potentially win a lot of the early rounds, which could win him the fight. But when it comes down to the overall, I'm not sure if I trust Ryan Garcia's skill set. I think that there's a certain amount lacking there. I'm not saying that he hasn't beaten some okay opponents, but Luke Campbell is going to be the biggest step up in his career. And a certain amount of people are saying that Luke Campbell's getting written off, which I'm a little bit surprised. I actually don't think that a lot of people are writing Luke Campbell off. I think there's a lot of people actually predicting that Luke Campbell's going to win this fight, including me. And I'm not overly confident in that prediction. If Ryan Garcia ends up proving me wrong, then he ends up proving me wrong. But when it comes down to it, I've just, you know, there's a lot of hype behind this kid, and I just don't see him being an A class fighter. We'll see what happens. Now, once again, Luke Campbell is not an A class fighter. So if he won this fight, I wouldn't be shocked. But when it comes down to the overall, I personally am going to pull on Luke Campbell on this one. I think Ryan Garcia is talented, physically talented, but I don't think he has the boxing IQ. And sometimes when an experienced fighter goes in there and can give him a tough time, which is a Luke Campbell, for example, he can be a deer in headlights. And for those of us that remember, I believe the Morales fight that he was in not too long ago, that was a very tough fight for Garcia, and I was not overly impressed. Now, he ended up winning the fight, but when it comes down to the overall, Luke Campbell, I think, is going to be on another level compared to a Morales. And I think he's going to give him a lot of problems. I think that Luke Campbell is a decent boxer, and we'll see what type of problems he gives Ryan Garcia, and I think he's going to give him a lot. And I'm not sure if Ryan Garcia can compete with him very well, but we'll see what happens. I know that this prediction is sort of going against the grain. Probably most people are favoring Ryan Garcia most likely. I'm going to favor Luke Campbell, and that is a risky pick. But that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it. So we'll see what happens when this fight happens within the next few weeks. But it'll be interesting, folks. Anyway, that's really about it for today. My prediction is Luke Campbell. Best of luck to both gentlemen. Once again, this is not a fanboy channel, a pro-racial channel, or overall, anything like that, because I got some people on here saying I'm a hater of certain fighters or pro-racial, all this sort of stuff. No, it's none of that. And I don't hate Ryan Garcia either. I wish the kid the best, but when I take a look at him, I just don't see a great talent, at least when it comes to boxing IQ and boxing skills. So we'll see what happens. But that's really about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.